Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we learn all about AI and automation. I'm in Bali right now. I just arrived last night. Today's my first day and I'm getting to work. And what I wanted to make this video about today is this third pillar of my process that I've developed for learning and mastering AI as fast as possible. We begin with ideation. We need inspiration on how can we use AI? What kind of different prompts can we use to make the most out of AI? Because I believe the main reason why more people don't use AI on a daily basis is because they don't know how to use it. So this ideation, inspiration process is the beginning, and you use prompt idea GPT to input your problems and you get out solutions, different prompts that you can use to solve your problems. And as a second step, once you have that prompt, because prompt idea GPT is more for ideation, inspiration, you're not going to have a perfect prompt to begin with. And that's where the second step comes in, the perfection, the prompt GPT step, where you then take that beginner prompt and you turn it into an advanced prompt with the help of AI. So you yourself don't even have to be an advanced prompt engineer. You can let AI do the heavy work for you, the heavy lifting for you, and use all its power. If you want to learn about those first two steps, you can see them and find them on my YouTube channel. The first one about inspiration, like I said, is about prompt idea GPT, and the second one is about prompt GPT, where you then perfect that prompt. And today I wanted to talk about the third step, depth or input equals output, because as soon as you have those first two steps down, you have to make sure you put in enough detail into the prompt so that you get a good output. So if you don't put good input in, you're not going to get good enough output. And if it's something that you're using on a regular basis, you want to put in, you want to make sure that you put in as much input and the best input that you can. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today is how much input do we need and how can we make that input process as easy as possible by, again, leveraging AI. So let's jump right in. Let's use this last prompt that I showed in my last video. And again, if you want to see how I get these prompts so fast and easy, check out my last video about prompt GPT. That's the prompt engineering expert that can give you this easy to copy code. And then once you have this, you literally just go into a new chat. You saw me click on copy code up there. We'll select GPT-4 and we'll just paste it in here and we'll ask it, do you understand? Reply with okay if you do. Usually I say reply with okay if you understand, but I just flew in last night. I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit jet lagged, but again, we're here, we're working, we're doing this, and we're gonna create a good YouTube video. And it's like, okay, I understand. So let's see and look at this initial prompt that I created with Prompt GPT. We're saying you are ebook author GPT, an expert at assisting with ebook writing. Your tone is supportive, instructive, and creative. And basically, again, the main thing that I want to teach in this video is how much input do we need to get good output? And why is this important? Because the two main reasons why people aren't successful with AI and why they're not leveraging it or not happy with what they get from AI is because one, they have a bad prompt, or two, they don't put enough data, enough input in there. Prompt GPT solves the prompting problem, and really input is part of the prompting problem, because once you use Prompt GPT, it'll tell you what input it needs to create a good prompt. And you can see, like, I didn't decide that I need this input. No, Prompt GPT told me, hey, if you want an expert at writing ebooks, then you need one, a genre and a topic. You need two, a target audience. You need to tell me the tone and style. You need to outline key points. You need a length. And if you need anything additional, like, let me know. So once you get rid of the prompting problem, the first main problem, you'll in addition also get rid of the output or input problem, and you know exactly what to input into that prompt. So that's what we're working through right now. And I want to show you how you can leverage this process, because what you notice about this process, it's not 1, 2, and 3. It's not like down, it's a circle. It keeps going back and forth. So if you need help with any of these input options that you have right here, if you need help with a genre or a topic for your ebook, if you need help with your target audience, you can use this process from the beginning and go through this process multiple times. That's why it's a circular, and that's why, these arrows are circular. So let's jump into ebook author GPT and let's fill out this prompt. Okay, so let's start with the first point, genre or topic. Specify the genre or topic of the ebook. So for this example, I picked a random website. I literally Googled health coach Bali and I came up with this website. It was the first suggestion. I don't know if this website is good or bad or what it's really about, but apparently it's for a health and wellness coaching in and it's about, oops, it's not letting me move my face properly. Ready to create a healthy, balanced, holistic lifestyle. So it's about like detox stuff. I guess Stephanie and Cape. Oh, this was a review from Stephanie and Cape Down. Foundations of Nourishment will empower you to. So yeah, it looks like a decent website. Doesn't look like the best website, but again, for this quick example, we're just going to use this website. We're just going to select it all. We're going to copy the content, literally all the copy of the website or all the content of the website. We'll go ahead actually and we'll make sure to keep this all clean. We'll rename this chat right here in the ebook author GPT. We'll save this. We'll go back to the website. We'll copy it all. And we want to create a new chat. And because I'm already pretty decent at prompting, I don't need to go through this cycle. Like I could, for creating this prompt, I could use prompt GPT, but because I want to be fast and just do it for this YouTube video, I'm not. And I'm just going to tell it, I'm trying to write an ebook based on the content of my website. Please suggest titles for this ebook. And then we can be like, here's the content of my website. And we can just paste that in there. You can see it's just the entire website. And let's see what AI is saying. And again, this is part of this process. Like if you use AI to create the input for the prompt, the actual prompt that you're trying to fill out, you're going to get a way better input, or you can get a better input faster than if you just did it all yourself. So for example, I didn't read the website. I don't know this business, and I know it as long as you do. And I think this is a great first title: Nourish, Move, Love, Your Path to Holistic Lifestyle. Like based on what I've seen, holistic health and wellness, that sounds like a very good title. So I think we're going to take that. And so yeah, let's just copy this title. Again, we're trying to be fast. We'll just go into ebook author GPT and we'll start filling out these points, these input points that it wants from us. And to do that, we'll just go into this text file. There we go. We've already got it copied in here. We'll delete this first bit right there and right there. We'll just get rid of that space. And we'll paste in this title that we just discovered and that I like from our other AI. So let's go ahead and paste that in there. We'll open the text file, we'll paste it right there, and then target audience. So again, I don't know this business very well, so I'd say let me create another prompt for the target audience. Like if I needed ideas on how I could create target audience with AI, I could go to the first step, but I already know like, hey, prompt GPT is pretty good at creating target audiences. So I'm gonna create a prompt for a target audience expert using prompt GPT. So let's jump into prompt GPT final, and let's say I need an expert for analyzing, I hope I can write, for analyzing target audiences. The input will be website content. Let's say full website content will be full website content. As an output, I want details about the target audience. Target audience, let's hit enter. And so what's it going to do? Now it's going to create Web Analyze GPT, your expert in analyzing website content to identify target audiences. So as it's writing this prompt, I'm just going to chill. We're just going to wait. And once it's done, I'm just going to copy this code and create a new thread and get the best target audience for this business. So we're going to go ahead and copy this code. It's copied. We'll open up a new chat. We'll go to GPT-4 again, paste it in here, and we'll go ahead and just copy a good portion of our website. I could do it all, but it was a little bit of like silly stuff down here, for example. We don't need that. So we'll just copy all of this. We'll put in the website content right there. We'll delete this. We'll paste it in, and we'll hit enter, and boom. So what am I doing? Again, I want to share the bigger picture here. You can see I'm not doing the heavy lifting. I'm letting AI do the heavy lifting. So I'm just trying to write an ebook, But because I want the input for the ebook to be as good as possible, I'm using AI to create the input for me. And if I knew this business and this was my business, this holistic health and wellness business, then I could guide the AI and be like, yeah, that's right. No, that's wrong. And I could perfect the input that it's giving me right here, right now. But because I don't know this business, I'm just going to take what the AI tells me. So target audience demographics, age. The website appears to be targeting adults of any age who are interested in improving their health and wellness. However, the emphasis on movement and fitness may particularly attract younger demographic, 25 to 45-year-olds. Gender. While the content is gender neutral and can apply to anyone, the personal and emotional tone may appeal more to women. I agree. This looked like a very feminine, more of a women thing. So location. The website's content is geographically bound, but Cape Town and Bali seems like it might be located or specifically for people that live there. Income, given the pricing in US dollars, it's likely a site that it's targeting middle to upper income individuals. Okay, so it created basically audience demographics, target audience psychographics, potential interests and behaviors. And so I could decide on what of this to use, but I'm trying to make a point within this video again that let's just take as much detailed input. And so if this was my website, I would be like, hey, actually it's 25 to 50. No, I don't focus on Cape Town. I actually just do target Bali people. Income, it's actually high income people. Or it was like, hey, this might be specifically for women. But no, it's actually just for women. And so this input is good. It's very detailed, as you can see, and we're just going to copy this. But it could be better by being more specific and being like, yes, it's only for women. And yeah, everything that I just mentioned. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to copy this. We're going to go back into a prompt that we're creating basically here in this little TXT file. And we're going to paste in our target audience. Boom. And so that's how much input, that's how much detail you should basically have when you're creating prompts and using prompts for bigger projects. Like, sure, like an ebook is a big project. An ebook is something important for a health coach. That's going to be a lead magnet and a pillar of your content that you'll use again and again and again, that your target audience, your followers and your customers will judge you based on. It's some of the first things that they interact with and might engage with in a more deeper way. So you do want your ebook to be as good as possible. And I do recommend putting in this much input, this much time and effort into creating this prompt and perfecting this prompt for your ebook. If it's something small, like one social media post, then it might not be worth it. But if it's ongoing content, yes, we want to put in this amount of effort and this time into perfecting the input for this prompt. So tone and style, again, we could, and yeah, sure, this is what this video is about. So let's go ahead and analyze the tone and style with Prompt GPT. So let's jump back into Prompt GPT. We've got Prompt GPT final right here. And now let's just tell it, I need an expert for analyzing tone and style of a website. And I mistyped analyzing, but I'm sure it's going to perfect that. Okay, so we've got style analyze GPT. It's telling us that once the website content is input, so we can go back here and we can go ahead and start copying this website content again. We'll just go ahead and copy it from down here all the way up. Or I'll just copy this style analyzer GPT. I'll create a new chat. I'll select GPT-4. I'll paste this in here. And now I'll go back. I'll copy this website. And then I can replace this right here with the actual website content. Boom. And I'll hit enter. And now Style Analyzer GPT, an expert at analyzing the tone and style of website content. Your tone. Oh, so now it's saying like this is Style Analyzer GPT, and it's an expert at analyzing the tone and style of website content. But the tone between this AI chat and me is analytical, discerning, and professional. I could have changed that if I wanted it to be happy and helpful. It would have been nicer, but we selected this style, or Prompt GPT selected this style for us. And you can see I just took that, I pasted in this stuff, and now down here it's analyzing the style of this of the content of the website. So we could use overall tone. The overall tone of this website content is warm, empowering, and inviting. It speaks directly to the audience in a nurturing, supportive manner that promotes a holistic approach to well-being. The voice behind the text appears genuinely interested in helping others improve their health and wellness. So I think this overall tone is a perfect part to copy. If I wanted to, I could copy the writing style, the readability, the unique stylistic features. I could copy many things. And so, again, we're writing an ebook for this health coach that I don't even know. So, we're going to write an ebook for this person in their tone. But if, for example, we'd say, hey, this health coach, or I'm a health coach that's not I don't even care too much about my personal writing style, and I'm actually not that happy with my writing style. Let's use somebody else's writing style. Let's go and type in health coach New York. And these are probably going to be proper businesses that have a little bit more capital to invest in their own marketing and their own content creation and stuff like that, and have a better writing style. So the Well New York health coaching. So if I wanted to copy their writing style and have their writing style in my ebook for health coaching, I could just take this content, just like I copied this person's website content. I could just copy their website content and put it into ChatGPT and use their overall tone for my ebook. But for this example, we're just going to use this overall tone. We're going to copy this. We're going to go back into our little TXT file, and we're going to say, hey, use this overall tone when creating my ebook. Boom. And you can see how slowly but surely this small initial prompt is filling up. We're putting in a lot of detailed input. Because again, the main two reasons people aren't happy with the output that AI gives you is either the prompt is not very good or the input is not very good. So Prompt GPT takes care of the prompting and this detailed input. By using Prompt GPT, by using this overall process, is going to get rid of the input problem. And I'm using ChatGPT in this example, but really these prompts are made for any AI model like ChatGPT. So if you want to use Google Bard and give that a shot, definitely try out Google Bard. It's great as well. But again, I'm creating these videos with ChatGPT just because that's what I'm used to. So now we have pasted that in. Now let's go back and see what the fourth step is: outline or key points. So again, this isn't my business. I don't care about I don't know what her specialty is and what she mainly focuses on. So I'm just going to put in here, you decide based on the input I've provided so far. I could, if this was my business, I could be like, hey, focus on yoga a lot, focus on vegan diet a lot, focus on whatever you want. And then we could, the AI will again outline or make sure that those key points are mentioned within the ebook. Length, I think it should be easy to read. So let's say something like 10 pages. Again, this ebook is going to be like a PDF style ebook, and 10 pages isn't really that much. I think that's pretty easy to consume. And if you give the AI this input, it'll consider it and make the ebook the length that you want to. Additional requirements, for the sake of this short YouTube video, we'll just say no additional requirements, nothing. And now we're done with this prompt. We've basically created everything that it wanted. We answered all the questions that it wanted us to answer. We gave it a genre and a topic. We told it a target audience, gave it a lot of input for tone and style as well. We gave it a little bit of outline and key points, or we told it to decide it itself. We told it a length, and yeah, we gave it all the info that it needs. So we'll just copy this. We'll go back into the ebook author GPT. I'm not sure if it was this one or this one. So yeah, this was the prompt that we used to create the title for the ebook. So this is not it. This is actually the ebook. And we can see here's our 6 inputs that it wants from us. So we can go ahead and just paste this in here. We can delete this. And boom, there we've got a very lengthy input right there. So it's like, great, you've given me a lot of valuable information. Let's start breaking down your ebook. Firstly, we'll establish a clear, coherent structure of your ebook. Since you're aiming for a 10-page book, we should keep the structure simple. Here's a suggested outline. And so yeah, you can see how powerful and how great AI can be. If you give it the right prompt and if you give it the right input, it can create things so fast and easily. So, I mean, how long did this take us now? It took us about 10 minutes to do everything that I showed in this video. If I talk faster, or if you did it on your own, you could probably do it even faster. And usually writing an ebook takes hours and hours, days and days to really get it perfected. but AI is just so good at writing. And I highly recommend that if you have anything that needs to do with writing, like use these prompts, use this overall strategy that I created and that I showed to you for free on my YouTube channel. Like I really believe in this process. You can see I use this process on a daily basis. And I think there's so much to do with this process. It created the introduction, like it gave us an overall outline of what the ebook chapter should be. And if we wanted to change anything, we could give it feedback and be like, hey, chapter 3 should actually be about something else. But I do like this of nourish, move, and love. I think those sound like great 3 main chapters because, again, the name of the book was something around that. So I think this is great output so far. And you can see it's shortly, briefly touching on these chapters, but it hasn't actually written a chapter yet. So, but it now already knows our writing style, like we told it our writing style, we told it our target audience. This specific chat, ebook author GPT, right here has all our info based on our business already. And we can just tell it now, okay, cool. Please write chapter 1. And boom, what's it going to do? It's going to write the entire chapter 1. It knows exactly how long to write it because we told it should be 10 pages in total. And we could have asked it like, okay, how many pages is chapter 1? How many pages is chapter 2? And then based on that, we could have been like, no, actually make chapter 1 a little bit longer or shorter. You get what I'm saying? This chat is now specifically trained on all the information that we gave it. And it knows everything about our business and about our ebook endeavors. And that's why it's now capable to write this entire chapter 1. There's a few limits to it, and these limits are constantly changing. And with limits, I mean specifically how many words ChatGPT can give you as an output when it creates these outputs. And they're constantly changing, so you can Google it. So I just went ahead and Googled how many words can ChatGPT write in one response. And you can see, while ChatGPT is a powerful AI tool, it does have a limit of 2,048 characters per response. But this article might be a little bit outdated, and with outdated, like AI is just constantly changing. The limits of ChatGPT are constantly changing. So if this blog is a couple months old, this character limit might not apply anymore. What we can easily do is we can take this chapter 1, for example, because it's a decent amount of words, and we can just go to word counter. And what did this say? This said 2,048 characters per response. So we can just copy this, and you can see I used it there already, and we can just paste this in, and you can see that this response already has 3,225 characters. So apparently, no, this is not correct. There's ChatGPT can reply more than 2,048 characters per response, because this right here was already 3,200. So do your own research, do your own quick Google, and as long as you're happy with the output and you don't need anything longer, like this is good. But if you did want to get around that little block, you can ask it, okay, chapter 1, nourish. Let's just copy this name. What are the sub-chapters of chapter 1, nourish? We'll just get rid of one of these chapter 1s right here real fast. And then it'll give you the subtitles or the subcategories of chapter 1, which are 1, defining holistic nutrition. 1.2, the role of holistic nutrition in health. 1.3, steps to incorporate holistic nutrition. If you don't have enough space per response to write the entire chapter 1 with one response, because at some point we don't like this point where how many characters ChatGPT has to respond is always constantly changing. So if it's not enough, you can just be like, okay, write entire chapter 1.1. And once it's done, you can be like, okay, write entire chapter 1.2. Then 1.3, then 1.4. So instead of having it write entire chapter 1, just go point by point by point, and you'll have more per response, and it can still do all the writing for you. So then there's no actual limit on how much ChatGPT can help you with writing your ebook. So let's scroll back up and see the output of chapter 1. Just on the first glance, I was really happy with it. Chapter 1, nourish, understanding holistic nutrition. Nourishment is more than just filling your stomach. It's about feeding your soul and revitalizing your energy. And you can see like this is very detailed because, again, it's based on the detailed input that we gave it. I think this is enough information for this video. The main point that I wanted to communicate in this video is that once you have good input and once you create that input with AI, you're going to get good output. So really, there's nothing in your way. Use this process that I've created for finding inspiration on how to solve your problems with AI, then perfecting those prompts with Prompt GPT and creating professional prompts, engineering professional prompts, And then the third step of actually putting in enough data, actually copying, whole website contents, using this process in and of its own to put in good input so that you get great output and so that you can create an ebook like this one that would usually take people's hours and hours, weeks and weeks to create, days and days to create, and it only took me 15 minutes to create. So that's the power of AI. That's what I want to leave you guys with. Again, if you want to see the rest of this process right here, just go to my YouTube channel. The first video is basically about Prompt Idea GPT, and the second video is about Prompt GPT, and you can get all the information for free. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm in Bali now. I got to get set up. I got to get a scooter. I got to find a proper place to stay long term. I got to decide if I want to record in this little focus room all my YouTube videos. So I've got some big decisions to make that will determine my lifestyle here in Bali. But for right now, this is my YouTube video. This is my channel. And I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.